Greetings, pod fans! If you've watched one of my recent videos, you probably know what's going on, but if you haven't, this is a thing where I decided to start painting Space Marines in a theme that I like to call the Drake Marines. Drake being a male duck. So far, I've done Darkwing, Donald, Daffy, Wildwing, and now I'm on to another one. So I decided that the second one that I did was Donald, and I was very happy with that. So what was a good follow-up to that? We're doing Daisy. First thing I had to think about was which Daisy, because there's the classic colours, there's like the Quack Pack from the 90s, and all these different ones, but what I decided to go for myself, because it's the one that I like the most, is the DuckTales 2017 look. DuckTales! Woo! Yes, I really love that show. It is just amazing. And if you watched it, and you know the episode where she is introduced, I thought it was just the cutest little thing, because she could understand Donald, and he was like, what? And she thought that his singing was amazing, and it was cute. So the first thing I needed to do was I looked at a model and tried to figure out what I wanted it to be. I looked at Sisters of Battle and stuff, but there was nothing that really like jumped out at me and was like, yeah, that's duck enough. That is something that I can, you know, fit in. So in the end, I just decided to go with another Space Marine. It's kind of a cop-out, but don't worry, we'll get to extra things at some stage. And I was trying to find something that complemented the Donald one, so in the end, what I chose was just the same pose. I got them standing, just they do the same pose, and I like the idea because then you can kind of put them back to back and they're kind of like watching each other's backs, and like there's, you know, it's a whole like gunslinger thing. Then I needed to do my first attempt at green stuff modelling. So green stuff, if you don't know it, is a two-part epoxy where there is a yellow side and a blue side. You mix them together and it makes like a Play-Doh kind of a thing, or a clay thing, and you make stuff out of it, and within 24 hours it will have completely solidified. So I made a bow for her. It's not great, I'm going to tell you. It is my first time doing this, and I tried, but I got something vaguely like a bow, vaguely the correct size for the head, and I'm not super happy with it, but I did it, and that's what's important. So on to the painting. My favourite part about this was getting to use a colour that I had seen, and it was actually perfect for this. It was the exact shade that I needed, the exact pink. It's Emperor's Children, and it is, ooh, it's so damn good. And then, because of the reference image that I was using, she has a bag that is kind of a mint green, or like a Tiffany's green, and I didn't have any green that was exactly that. So what I ended up doing was, first of all, I put on some Kabalite green, and I was hoping that it would kind of dry and lighten up and look a little better, but it was very kind of darkish green. So all I did was mix the Kabalite green with some white, and it actually turned out really well. I'm really happy with the colour that it came out as. And then a lot of the other ones were the basics. I used the Troll Slayer orange for the beak and feet, most of the feet, because she's got kind of like flats with, I guess they're like tied up her legs, so I didn't do the full boot. And then pink, and then a kind of like a purpley pink for the belt. And yeah, that is about it for the colours. It was a really fun project. I also used some of that Kabalite green Corax white mix just above the eyes, because she does have an eyeshadow. And there was a point that I tried to do kind of winged eyeliner, but it just looked like she had angry eyebrows, so I painted over that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I feel like it could be better, but maybe in the future when my skills improve, I will actually come back and I will do some touch-ups on a lot of the models and make them better and make them nicer and just make it a more fun time for us all. But yeah, really happy that I have gotten another one. That's 5 members of the Drake Marines. And now I guess it's time to do the reveal. So as I mentioned, the bow isn't great, and I'm learning. I will pick up some skills on how to do the different things with green stuff and make stuff. But yes, it was an attempt. It wasn't the best attempt, but it was an attempt. As you can see, the green did turn out pretty well. Just mixing white with that green did make it a very nice mint green, which I think is very cool. Just pink on the armor. Yeah, it's basic enough, but I like it. And then the final thing, if you look at the image, I did was I painted some Xandri dust on the rock that she is standing on, and then green kind of randomly on the base. And there's a reason for that I'll get into right now. So I've always seen that models aren't finished until they're based, and I really wanted to do something special for these because, I don't know, I might as well. There's no reason not to. So I did a test. I did a couple of tests on different things, and then I just went for it on the Donald model, and I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's beautiful. It's about a 3-day process, maybe more, just because of the drying of things, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So now I have the task of doing it on all of them. I didn't do any green under base coating on the Donald one, so I'm going to start doing that on all of my models now so that I can just build this up. And I will probably do a video once I have this one based up, just how I'm doing it, how it works, and what you need to do it, because I think it's interesting and I think it looks really good when it's done. So yeah, let's do that. But yeah, that is number 5 of the Drake Marines. I'm very excited for next week's one. I've been working on it since about last week. I've done quite a bit on it, and it's, yeah, it's a model. I spent money on this model, and I'm happy with it. So we'll see. I still have to paint it, and I have decisions to make on the painting, but I'm excited. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and do tune in for next week because it's going to be a good one. And I'll talk to you then. Slán.